Hey, buddy. Got some coffee with the broken cup. Favorite cup, though. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We're here in my apartment right now. We are about to just get some coffee going. It's 7:30 a.m. It is Friday. Happy Friday to all you guys. Just got to get some emails going and a couple other things, some errands. Good boy. You good boy? Movie star. Yeah. Little Starbucks in the Starbucks cup. That's good. Wake up, bud. We gotta go. Grab a nice, only what you need. Shout out to Suja, sorry, for hooking it up. Awesome products. You wanna go for a ride? You wanna go for a ride, buddy? Let's go. Man, it's cold out. I got shorts. I'm always wearing shorts in the winter. Land's a little dirty. Gotta clean her up. She's fixed though. Front end is mint now. Come on, dude. Get in. Come on. What are you waiting for? Get up. Up. Come on. Good boy. Yeah. 39 degrees out, it says. Chilly one, but it's supposed to be like 60 this weekend here in New York, which is really weird. We are headed to the gym right now, actually, to do a little bit of stretching. They have some nice TRX straps there, so I could always get my shoulders stretched out and just a lot of other stuff, and you know, maybe do a little bit of core or whatnot. But go in the steam room, especially because I love to detox and sweat out, and you know, sauna as well probably. But then head over to this place, AIA, this screen printing place, and see what's going on with merch designs. Then just come back, get some bike work done. These are good. Shout out to you guys, man. Never had this one, celery juice. Celery actually relaxes the nerves, if you knew that. Quick tip of the day. Here at the beautiful Sawmill Club, East. Get up in there. Okay, we're headed out of the gym now. Didn't want to bring the camera in. I usually don't. There's a lot of yuppie people in here, and they really get all weirded out. And obviously, I can't bring it into the steam room. That'd be a little weird with all the naked old dudes around. So, yeah, it was good though. Got a little stretch in, TRX straps, whatnot, and did some other stuff. Loosened up the hips a bit, and then did a nice steam for like 20 minutes, and then hopped right into an ice cold shower because it's really good for the lymphatic system. What are you growling about, bub? Yeah, so that's really good for it. Detoxes you really well, and a lot of other really good benefits for that. Or with doing that, sorry. But yeah, now we're just headed to screen printing place, back to my house to do some bike work and just knock it out. Claude, your fat ass is setting off the seat alarm. Excuse me. Okay, we're on our way home now. Just left the screen printing place and got myself a fresh new hoodie. Don't know if these are the ones, but they might be the ones. And it is comfortable as hell, but gonna get home, get bike work done, and Claude, little Clauder, is gonna hang out in the garage. He hates it in there, but we're gonna force him to. Dude, what are you doing? You're sleeping. Get up, bro. Time to go. We gotta get bike work done, man. The sheet's off of you. Get up, man. What are you doing? Oh, dude, just woke up, man. I'm so tired. Get the TRX, the ramp. Ooh, check it out. Broke off. We have to fix it, screw it back in. We were carrying it, and that snapped off. But obviously, a dirt bike, you can just, you know, ride right up it. But skateboards and BMX bike might be a little harder. Might have to jump onto the roof there. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. Comment below if you want to see me jump on the roof right there and then rip off the other side. I think, Claude, what do you think?
Yeah, man, send that shit.
Shit, Claude, someone stole the car, bro. Never mind. Wish that was my car. One day, maybe. One day. Specialized, what are you doing? It is, though. I made payments on this thing. pants on a bike and the chain's snapping on. Roasted. Let's go. We got the seat lowered. We're ready. Oh, slip the gear. Slip the gear. Stall. Oh, you were stalling it. Ooh, I got the balance. We gotta get to the bike. Go ahead. Come on. Alright guys, so we're in the workshop right now. We have the 450 right here. So pumped on this thing, man. All blocked out, and definitely like the way it looks. It looks pretty cool. People have been asking me, like, what's up with the plastic? It's like really dull. Well, I put goof off on there after it, after I took the graphics off the bike, and it actually, I guess, dulled down the plastic because it's a paint removal. So I guess it removed that like extra layer of gloss off of the plastic. I think it actually looks pretty cool, to be honest, and a lot of other people said the same as well. But yeah, we're just gonna get to showing you guys a little bit about how to grease up your wheel bearings and axles here, because I feel like that's a big thing. You know, you're always taking your wheels off your bike, you're always doing that when you're riding, you know, changing tires, you get a flat, blah blah blah. You know, you got to make sure all that stuff is really clean in there, and just the proper way to go about greasing your axles and your wheel bearings. So we'll do both front and back. We'll show you guys what's up and basically the rundown on how I do mine. All right, so we're pulling out the axle now. One hand, sorry, a little hard to pull out. Dude, he said pull out. Pop the wheel off. Ooh, she's easy to get off. Yamaha hooking it up. I like their wheels. I actually do. I've always liked Yamahas, how they have this spacer right here. It's just so easy to pop out. They're so convenient. Just drops on the floor. They're so convenient and just nice. Like the Honda ones just weren't as good. They popped out. They're like weird. You have to wedge them in and whatnot. These ones just literally straight in, straight out. Super easy. Okay, so basically the first thing I like to do is I take a couple clean shop rags and, you know, wipe down this edge right here. I just pinch my fingers on there so it really doesn't get much dirt, you know, pushed back into the actual bearing and whatnot. So, you know, the more dirt and sand you have in there, obviously it'll corrode it and wear it out, whatnot. But I like to wipe around the edge like this, you know, throw that one to this side. And obviously you'll clean off your axle too as well. We'll do that real quick. And yeah, no, you just want to get around in here a lot and just kind of wedge your finger into this part of it. Right here, you can see a lot of grease will push out. And then you can kind of start to work around it, push all that excess old grease out, even with your finger a little bit like that. And the grease still looks good. I mean, I probably did it a couple rides ago. It's not too long. You know, definitely keep the bikes greased up pretty well. But yeah, it's simple like that. Scrape it out. And I always like to take a towel, push it in with my finger. It's just like, I don't know, everyone's got their own little way to doing things. So I'll push that right through there as far as I could go. You know, I'll take a screwdriver. Oops, wrong one. And then I will push it through all the way. And just, you know, do that. Now I'll flip the wheel over. Okay, so now that the wheel is flipped over, we'll do the same thing on the other side, obviously. And then, you know, you want to make sure you clean out these spacers very well also, because they get a lot of sand and a lot of dirt packed into them, as you can see right there. You know, you can even take some brake lean to these things too. Do a little spray. Do that. Sometimes when they get a little too much sand and whatnot in them, I will do that. But it works. Dropped it in there. That works super good as well, and obviously dries off really fast. Gets all the excess corroded material out of there. That's about it. Now we'll re-grease it back up. Okay, we had to run out to the trailer. Finally found our Bel-Ray grease, but we will basically just pack a bunch of that up in there. Not too much, but obviously this is to spread throughout here. And, you know, just get it all caked up in there, real nice. And then take a little bit excess, your spacer, just rub it around there a little bit too, as well. Pop her in, spin your wheel around, and then just the same thing on the other side. It's definitely a real simple thing to do, but I feel like a lot of people don't really worry about this too much. They think it's just, you know, wheel's a wheel, whatever, but I've seen people with their wheel bearings blown out and it's not pretty, or you know, it can definitely cause a serious wreck and bad crash. But I, knock on wood, have never blown out a wheel bearing or have had wheel bearing problems, which is weird. But we always kept up with this stuff, so that's probably why. I'll throw a little bit of grease in the axle. A lot of people go pretty crazy with their grease on their axle, and you really don't need to, because it's just gonna push it out, and it's gonna just cake up on the sides basically, and you're gonna have a bunch of dirt just kind of catching onto it and whatnot throughout your riding, and then it'll just blast off from power washing it and basically waste your grease. So, you know, you don't need to go too crazy with it. And there you go. Pop that in the exhaust. That is the main trick right there, so it doesn't fall out your axle. And then when it does and you're working in the dirt, that is always the worst. You know, smash that like button if anybody has ever had an axle fall right into the dirt as they're trying to, you know, change their tire at the track, or just adjust their chain, anything, you know, taking their wheel off, whatever. It sucks. I'm sure everyone understands that. So, slide the axle in, fresh new grease on it, goes in perfect. Maybe not as perfect as I would like. There we go. Just bunch that up in there. Roll it back so it puts some tension forward on your wheel blocks. And then tighten her up. Three fingers, she's good. I mean, three's a little too much if you ask me. Okay, now that the back end's done, we'll move on to the front, grease that up a bit. Yeah, the front end is a bit more complicated. Obviously, it's not, you know, nothing crazy, but some things like people might not know is, you know, you just have to make sure your forks are even. And what I mean by that is even up and down. So basically, I'll show you here in a minute, but you know, you'll take your lower fork lug and, you know, the 10mm bolts right on top of it, you will have those loosened, you'll push down on your front end, blah, 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 your forks are straight up and down. Because if they are bowing in like this at all, you know, even if it's a millimeter, that'll put stiction, it's called, on your suspension, and basically it'll stick going up and down. So you basically will not get, you know, the proper rebound and compression in your suspension that you need. So that's definitely a big deal with the front end. Just double check these. I'm OCD as fuck, so I like to make sure all my shit's good. Sorry for my language. From New York. Pop that off. So the grease is actually looking really good on this wheel. I probably didn't do it too long ago. A little dark right there. That'll just happen from dirt and whatnot, but yeah, definitely you know, still blue on the outside. We use some Maxima. And yeah, the axle was good as well. Okay, now that you have everything all cleaned up, ready to roll, put back together, we will finish greasing this up and then slide the axle through like you would the rear end. This is where it becomes a little bit different than the rear end, obviously, because you have the forks and they are both basically floating on the front axle. we will tighten down the main axle bolt, get a little bit of that excess grease off there with your 22mm or whatever wheel size you have. Sorry, nut size you have on the axle. Bit of excess grease on there. Push it out. And any bit of that excess grease, you know, you get in here in the spacers, comes out of here, whatever, you could just wipe that right off, you know, because it's just gonna attract some more dirt that you do not want anywhere around those bearings. So now we'll tighten that down, get it about as, you know, good as you can, make sure it's not spinning, which it is. Yep, so, you know, if that's spinning, you'll just take your T-handle, put a little bit of tension down on there, nothing too crazy, and I would normally torque my front axles and rear axle as well, but I've been doing this quite a few years. I really, you know, axles aren't anything crazy for me to have to worry about torquing down nowadays. 65 foot-pounds, 64 foot-pounds, I believe, for the front, and then it's about 94 or 96 for the rear, depending on the bike, I believe. So now that that's good, tightened up, you know, you'll loosen that back up. And here comes the little bit trickier part. So basically, see that's moving. That's floating on there right now. And then this one is basically stationary because it's pushed up all the way against the axle with your, obviously your bolt. So, you know, tighten these down. Make sure you check them a few times each because as one gets tighter, the other one will loosen up. And now the easiest thing I find to do for this situation is just basically put your, you know, whether you're lefty or righty, put your leg in front of the tire. You know, you grab your, whether you have a bar pad or not, grab your bars and then push down. Do it a few times. I like to just get a good 4 times down, you know, and you'll see that axle is perfectly lined up now because your forks went down a couple inches. And I always try to be as precise as I can and delicate as I can, tightening these up so it doesn't move 1 centimeter left or right. Perfect, good to go. So that's about it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Just little things in the bike, you know, simple maintenance and just keeping your bike fresh, keeping it all good, lasting, you know, hundreds of hours because you know, everybody knows this sport is expensive as hell and each and every little part matters, adds up. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Smash that like button below and subscribe. Peace out.